Good afternoon. Coalition pilots of Operation Southern Watch risk their lives every day to enforce those UN resolutions. Iraqi weapons continue to fire on U.S. and U.K. coalition pilots as they enforce these resolutions. With each missile launched at our air crews, Iraq expresses its contempt for the UN resolutions, a fact that must be kept in mind as their latest inspection offers are evaluated. I tell you what bothers me. It bothers the dickens out of me that American and British air crews are getting fired at day after day after day with impunity. And it's very difficult for us to do anything about in terms of actually getting at the people that are firing at them on the ground. It is, as Dick Myers pointed out, it's difficult for us to impose a level of damage that would make it in their interest to adhere to the UN resolutions, which they consistently refuse to do.
The surge of activity by Allied aviation, which has come at a time when representatives prepared to go to Vienna to discuss procedures.
This is the only place in the world where U.S. and British pilots are regularly fired at in an attempt to shoot down U.S. and British airplanes and the air crews who are enforcing these UN resolutions. The President has challenged the United Nations to enforce its resolutions. It's an important moment for the credibility of the members of the United Nations.
That includes, as you can see on the slide, 1,400 personnel and 45 aircraft, and falls under the U.S. European Command.
Scud missiles fired from western Iraq landed near this fuel depot during the 1991 Gulf War. With the US-led war against Iraq looking increasingly likely, Israel's emergency services are preparing for the worst. Teams of firefighters dressed in protective clothing took part in a series of fire drills. They say if the plant is targeted, they'll be ready.
Like Saddam Hussein said, he is going to shoot some missiles on Israel, and we don't know if those missiles are going to be conventional or not conventional, so we are making anything we can before he will shoot.
A recent attack on the depot by a Palestinian terror group failed, but experts say if an explosion were to occur at a plant like this, the effects could be disastrous. With the plant at the junction of three busy highways and less than a mile from Tel Aviv's northern suburbs, people here have long campaigned for it to be shut down. Legal moves are underway to force the government to relocate the depot. Until then, though, authorities have to be sure they can keep the plant and the people who live near it safe from attack.